Tonight on Collective Stupidity, Jacob returns to Crysis.
These motherfuckers, they want to be the Flood so bad. We got Alpha Set, we got Beta Set, Stage 4 Cancer Set.
Dominic still wants to see the sex.
Yeah,
I want to see, the sex, the object.
the object.
And Samuel's character is called into question.
Okay, here's a question I have. Why do you enjoy this? What I don't understand.
I have a question. Why do you like this shit?
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Collective Stupidity podcast. Today we have a very exciting episode. Episode 50. Episode 50. Full episode 50, I should clarify. And no matter how you slice it, no matter which end of the political spectrum you may fall on, Samuel.
Okay.
I think it's very important to note that we've done more of these than we think, and that's a thought I had today when I woke up and realized this is going to be episode 50. Kind of a milestone. Big deal.
Have you seen the analytics of the last?
I was gonna get there. I'm gonna get there, and I'm a little bit peeved that you have seen it, because I was gonna make a little bit of a game out of it. But Samuel.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's all right.
I'm so sorry.
Okay,
Samuel. Yeah. We have a new view leader on the Collective Stupidity YouTube. We have a new video with the most views on the channel. Our previous view leader with 161 views is Jacob is the villain of this story. Followed by I don't even remember what that one was about.
I don't know either.
Hold on, let me give this a little preview. I think. Oh yeah, this is my stupid movies before 1975 thing.
Yeah, that one.
After that, it is alcoholism in the workplace with 158, and then alcoholism always wins with 155. Our new view leader is The Gang Sells Out to Israel. I want you to guess how many views that one has.
So, the previous ones were like, what, you said 150 or something like that?
150, 160, hovering around there.
Okay, I would like to guess, probably a decent... Well, Israel's in the title. So it's gotta be...
One saving grace.
I mean, it actually could be a lot bigger than I'm thinking. It might even be bigger than this. I'm going to hazard a guess at 200.
Samuel Quincy Robinson, the latest episode of Collective Stupidity podcast has, as of right now, 1,022 views.
1,000? Oh my God.
1,022 views.
That's a lot. That's more than I thought. That means 1,022 people listen to me complain about my taxes.
Yes. Yes.
That's a very good point. And since it happened first, it probably was most of those 1,022 people.
Yeah,
it was most of them. Oh my God.
They probably listened to me complain about my taxes, like, what the fuck is this shit, and left.
Yeah, it's entirely possible.
It's entirely possible.
But yeah, so that's an interesting fact. I was not expecting that when I went onto the channel yesterday. But there it was, and that was very shocking. I
mean, Israel is a hot topic.
It's a hot
I guess
topic.
We should have. It's the hot topic. I guess we should have expected this somehow. I
mean, all I'm hearing is that I should be talking about Israel more.
Yeah, I mean, what I'm hearing is you need to talk about more. You need to put more hot topic issues in your titles. Right? I think the title of this one should be the. What the fuck? What's that rating pool called in DC that is all messed up right now? The reflection pool.
Oh,
Collective Stupidity puts algae. Yeah, they call it Collective Stupidity puts algae in the reflecting pool. Something like that.
Collective Stupidity greenifies the reflecting pool.
Oh my God!
And that might help. That might help a view count. I mean, that is pure clickbait, which takes us back to the first couple episodes where we condemned clickbait. I understand that.
Yeah, that bring all the way episode 2 where we condemn the exact thing we would be doing.
Oh God!
Yeah.
All we're missing is a thumbnail.
Yeah. But yeah, so that happened. That was very interesting. I wanted to share that this morning. I also wanted to share this morning that Sunday was the birthday of our dear beloved Dominic. Dominic's birthday was on Sunday. Happy birthday, Dominic. It'd be a little late birthday.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
I was gonna say something to you. I was going to wish you a happy birthday, but the Google alert on my calendar didn't fire, so I forgot about it until the day after, and I decided I would do it in
No,
person.
that's okay. That's okay. I went for my own gauntlet on my birthday, so there's no worries there, man. Don't you worry a thing.
Hey, well,
I will
I'm
tell you
happy.
about it, but it's not podcast like material.
Oh,
So I'm gonna wait until we're done. Sorry, I should make that clear.
It's all right.
Fair enough.
Yeah, so that's all the little small talk segment I have for you today. But episode 50, that's a big deal, right? Episode 50 is a big deal. Not only in the fact that we've done 50 of these, but also that it has the number 5 in it. Do you guys know
Yes.
what else happened on this podcast that is relevant with the number 5? Do you have any guesses? Maybe what happened in the 5th episode of the podcast? Anyone remember?
What happened in the 5th? What was the 5th episode of the podcast?
I
gotta pull it out because
forgot.
I don't know that off the top of my head. No one knows.
I
that
really
except
hope
for you.
I know it off the top of my head, because now that no one else knows it, I'm beginning to doubt, but I don't think I'm wrong.
Okay.
Let me have a little look here. I'm gonna pull up on YouTube. I'm scrolling down to the oldest. Was it Crysis?
It was Crysis.
Crysis. Okay.
Gentlemen,
So is this gonna be Crysis 2? Are you gonna give us? Oh, sorry. No, is this gonna be Crysis the second 2? you give us more Crysis?
Gentlemen, it's been a long time coming. I promised it was
thank
going to
God.
happen. I promised, and nobody believed me. I don't think anyone believed me.
No, I believed you. I just wish that you were wrong. I was hoping that you were wrong. I mean, I knew you weren't, but much in the same way when a doctor tells you have cancer and you go, "Oh, maybe that isn't true though." You wish, you kind of hope it was like that. It's like that, Jake.
Oh God.
I think Sam thought I wasn't going to do it, but I told him that after I was done with Metal Gear Solid, when I was done with that franchise, I was going through Crysis. And technically I did. I went through about 3 other game series first, but I did finally go through all of Crysis. I played every game, even the shitty spin-off game that I said I wasn't going to play. I bought it and I played it. So I've played every Crysis piece of media out there today.
Well, good lord, man.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Okay.
And I have
It was a worse.
tell
us.
I have some things. I have some chicken scratch that I'm going to read off to you. But first things first, very important. I'm very excited about this part. I was so mad with Crysis. I think you all remember this, right?
Yes.
I do. Would you believe that I do remember this? This, in fact, does ring a bell.
Yes. I was very mad. And I was very mad for a long time. In fact, I was mad so long enough that I decided I needed to do something with my rage other than yell at you guys for 30 minutes.
Yeah. You were so mad that I was concerned about your well-being for about a week.
That was a thing.
So I decided, right, I was going to channel this energy into something productive, and I was going to document and detail my thoughts on why I think that game is a hot piece of ass. And so I did.
Okay.
And so as of 29 minutes ago, I have also published a full 30-minute video essay on why Crysis is a piece of shit game.
Oh my goodness. Are we going to watch it live?
We're not going to watch it
I'm pulling it up. I think I'm subscribed to you. I got to pull this up. I'm going to give it a like.
We're not going to watch it live. I wanted to announce that it's also out there, so my thoughts are etched into the annals of history for all time. Did you just find the thumbnail?
Israel's greatest game.
Yeah,
Israel's great. Okay, hang on.
Sam, do you have it pulled up, Sam?
I do not.
You're learning from the Collective Stupidity, right?
Yes. This is the thumbnail for the video that I put in.
Okay, let's see it. Uploaded. Israel's greatest game.
It's available on my personal YouTube channel, Knights of the Game. It's great. It's a good watch. I'm very happy with it. Took about 6 months in total for me to make it because I'm a lazy bastard.
Yeah. I just saw the description. You have a whole bibliography here. This is so.
Yes, I took meticulous notes of every clip I used, every piece of music I used. I put chapter. I figured out how to use YouTube chapters, which is the most backwards fucking system.
Made a grown man weep.
Oh God.
And the podcast cameos in a little bit of it too.
Oh, it's beautiful. Hang on. God damn it. I can't find your fucking YouTube channel for some reason. I don't know why.
I'm gonna send you a link. I'm gonna put a link in the.
Yeah, thank you, please.
If that's okay with you.
Feel free.
I hope you know this. I'm gonna give this like a legit watch of popcorn tonight. You tell me about this, and I'm honestly quite excited for it.
What is Crysis's problem, man?
Yeah.
That's the dejected. The comma. He's so dejected. He used proper punctuation. This is so bad. He used the fucking
What's
comma.
problem, man?
What is Crysis's problem, man? Like, oh my.
Okay, let's bring this back again. So you put out a video.
So I'm
gonna take you to talk about this too today, right?
So I just wanted to mention that's out there because I put a lot of effort into it, and I thought you guys might find it amusing.
Okay. Yeah,
I very much do.
yeah.
My main topic is the rest of the games, right? I'm going to talk about them, and I'll just get it out ahead. The rest of the games are not Crysis 1. The rest of the games are actually pretty good.
Wow.
So let's get that out of the way first. I actually enjoyed Crysis 2 and 3. Warhead is a different scenario, and we'll get to that when we get to Warhead. But that's fine.
Okay.
I'm gonna give you a brief recap of what happens in Crysis, because what I have here is like a kind of a narrative list. I'm gonna take you through the story because I don't have much to say about the gameplay because it was actually pretty good. I'll touch on it, but it's not my main focus. I want to fill in the gaps of where I left you off with the story of Crysis.
Gotcha.
And so I don't know if you guys remember my rant. I'm gonna give you a brief recap of what happens in the first game. Very, very brief, just the big points. Crysis, first game. You are part of Raptor Squad, a group of nano-suit-wearing soldiers that are sent to the Lingshan Islands, a little island chain around Micronesia. And you are sent there to rescue some researchers that have been captured by the North Koreans. Along the way, most of your team are killed or abducted abducted by the Ceph. Now, the Ceph, if you recall, are alien space ice monster robot things from a distant galaxy, right?
I do recall, yes.
Yes.
I recall. I thought they were like. I recalled incorrectly. I thought they were like Ice Age crab monsters or something, like some sort of ancient civilization.
They're roughly cephalopod related, adjacent.
But they are not. They're aliens.
You might be thinking specifically of the crab tank that I was complaining a lot about.
That could be it.
That's probably what it is. And I just said that because it moved kind of like a crab with its tendrils, but that's neither here nor there. Anyways,
gotcha.
One of the people from your squad that is abducted is your squad leader, Prophet. And Prophet is a very, very important character moving forward. You need to know who Prophet is. He is abducted by the Ceph. He is not outright killed in front of you. And this is very important because later in the story, he shows up again, brandishing Ceph weaponry, which no one else can use. And he also seems to be a little, for lack of a better term, fucking insane. After the Ceph get out and start attacking, all the island personnel and whatnot, they decide to nuke the island. And what this does is it turns out to be the stupidest fucking move they could ever make, and it just makes all the Ceph more angry. They sink the aircraft carrier that everyone is based on, and then it's revealed that Prophet actually made his way onto the island as the nuke hit, which he then survives, and then a ragtag team of your character Nomad, another member of Raptor Team, Psycho, one of the researchers, Helena, and Prophet all make their way back to the island, and they engage in some weird, like, half-canon bullshit on the island that involves time travel and Nomad getting his face blown off with a rocket launcher. And this all happens in a comic, that part, specifically.
Oh, okay.
And I'm not sure how...
Comic tie-in.
I'm not... It's supposed to bridge the gap between Crysis 1 and 2, which, as I mentioned, Crysis 1 ends in a weird place, and then 2 picks up a long time later in New York. So it's meant to bridge that gap. And I don't think it even really does that. And it's also, I'm dubious of its canonicity. But that's, regardless, that's Crysis 1. That's everything I kind of talked about before.
Okay. Yeah.
Crysis Warhead. That's the spin-off game that I said I wasn't going to touch, and then I touched it.
Right.
Big fucking mistake. Because when I said all the games were good, I actually lied. Because Crysis Warhead just sucks dick. It is worse than Crysis, if you can believe it. Because it is... It is not the... this version didn't get a remaster. This was not in the remaster. This is its own standalone version from, 2008. Or whenever Crysis was released. So it uses the original controls. And it's the original PC port. So one, the controls have all the same problems that Crysis did have, except they're worse and there's new ones. Right? The sensitivity sucks, the movement is worse, the keybinds are worse, and also it's an old game, so the thing just didn't fucking work. I could not get past 30 minutes into the game. So that was a no-go. I had to delete it, refund it. Didn't work. The only thing noteworthy about Crysis Warhead is I took this one photo of the graphics settings that they give you.
Awesome. Okay, but yeah.
Okay, I took this image, and the graphics settings options are minimum, mainstream, gamer, and enthusiast.
What the fuck? What? Oh my god, dude.
And if you're curious, all of the graphics settings except gamer crashed me to desktop upon loading into the first mission.
What is mainstream?
Yeah, what is mainstream?
Well, so for the time, right? Because this was early 2000s, there was a very distinct difference between gaming PCs and gaming audiences, and what a mainstream desktop would have. So a mainstream desktop is just something you would use for Word and Excel, but a gaming PC would have a little more hardware, and then enthusiast is you have the best of the best hardware. So it makes sense. But you can't name it. You can't name it like that.
You can't name it like that.
Gamer enthusiast. This is giving me solid you're at Starbucks and they hit you up the would you like a grande or do you want what's the other one? It's grande, soprano,
venti,
venti, whatever the fuck it is. I don't really know. But this is giving me solid those vibes.
Yeah, that's exactly.
But see, this is actually even worse, right? Because you get it, but you just said only gamer kept your PC intact, and the lower settings crashed the fucking thing.
It's something to do.
Couldn't even do it right.
It's something to do with newer hardware not working right with older games. That at the time that was not an issue. Because I'm playing on a new computer with new parts, it was an issue. So that in itself is not the game's fault. It was just not made for modern hardware, which I guess is a problem. That shouldn't be a thing.
Yeah, right.
It shouldn't be a thing. But I've had issues with Far Cry that blow that out of the water. So I'm not I don't care. You know what I mean?
Well, no, I think that's fine because let's be real, right? Far Cry, when it comes to its compatibility with things, it's shit. It's probably one of the worst games out there.
It's
just
bad.
Because of how it's made.
Yeah.
We got to stop glazing it. If we're being honest, they had one good game. They need to fix themselves because we can't. I can't keep looking at Voss and excuse, poor performance. That's not what we're going into 2027.
Yeah.
It's time to stop.
It's time to stop. It's time to stop Ubisoft. But more importantly, it's time to move to Crysis 2, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, go for it.
And I'm also reading off of some notes here. So if something doesn't make sense, it's because I wrote it at 3 a.m. So just be warned. The game takes place in 2023, 3 years after the original Crysis, in Manhattan, and a deadly virus has started spreading in New York City. Not unlike what happens in real history, just about 3 years later. But they call this the Manhattan virus, and so at this point, the virus is coming out. It's infecting a bunch of people, and you also have some Seth warriors emerging from underneath Manhattan. And the virus it's fucking up New York, let me tell you. And there is a massive breakdown of societal order. And because of this, martial law is declared in New York City. It is sectioned off. Manhattan is quarantined. And a private military company, a PMC named Cell, is brought in to run the quarantine zone. Now, Cell, very important, is a subsidiary of something called Crynet Systems. And Crynet Systems is the company that developed your nanosuit. So very important
from the
company
from the previous
in the lore.
Yeah.
Now, I'll talk about gameplay here because I don't really have a place to tie it in. But in this game, you get the Nanosuit 2.0, which essentially means it is the nanosuit with a different design, nanosuit from the first game with a different design, and it features an upgrade system. So you can kill Ceph and you can take their like DNA and you can use it to upgrade the suit because the suit is 2.0. I guess. I don't know.
Wonderful.
But it's a cool upgrade system.
Nano Suit Pro right there.
Yes,
Nano
exactly. It's the nanosuit. Come on. But all the issues I had with Crysis are fixed in this one. Movement works. Sensitivity works. It takes a little bit of adjusting. The default sensitivities are weird, but you can get it there. The nanosuit behaves as it should. Weapons behave as it should. Enemies are much better all around. They're not, fucking cracked out whores like they were in the first game. And overall, it's very nice. They switched from a sort of open world aesthetic, big open missions, to it's a lot more like Call of Duty. Both in terms of feeling, also it's linear, which I think kind of sucks because I think one of the big appeals of the original Crysis is that open mission layout. But they had to do what they had to do to optimize it for Xbox 360. So, it is what it is. But overall, gameplay, very enjoyable in this one. And so that's not the main cause of my concern with this game. Just, I want that to be clear as I'm moving forward. Now,
okay.
In this game, you play as a Marine named Alcatraz. And he is sent in...
Named Alcatraz?
Named Alcatraz.
Like the prison.
Like the prison.
Yeah,
yes.
Like the
prison. Someone clearly does not have a loving family. That's not so much.
Oh my gosh, bro.
So Alcatraz is sent into Manhattan to extract a scientist with maybe one of my favorite names in fiction. He's sent in to extract Dr. Nathan Gould. Dr. Nathan Gould is a researcher for Crynet Systems who has kind of defected and wants to leave the city to try and make a cure.
For his name?
No, not for his name, for the Manhattan virus.
Nathan
gotcha. Okay.
Nathan
so you got Nathan Gouda cheese here, and he's trying to save the Manhattan virus.
He's trying to save the... Yes, absolutely.
I got you.
On the way into the city, your submarine is attacked by the Ceph, and it's blown up and it sinks. And you, Alcatraz, are the only survivor. And it's at this point when you see emerging from the darkness, you see Prophet, the character from the first game, emerge in his nanosuit 2.0, and he pulls you off to safety. And, everything's good. You're saved. You're saved. Saved by Psycho Alien Jesus. That is the greatest description of his character you could possibly give, and I'm not even joking.
Okay.
So you're pulled off to safety by Prophet. You pass out, and when you wake up, you are standing over the corpse of Prophet, who has shot himself in the head, and you are in his nanosuit. He gave you his nanosuit because he was infected with the Manhattan virus.
Right, so he shot himself. Is this
yes?
Right?
He killed himself so he could break the symbiotic link between you, or between him and the suit, so you could then have the suit, right? Because the suit. The suit is built from Ceph technology, and part of the Ceph's deal is that they're very biomechanically oriented, and so the suit essentially acts as the symbiote from Spider-Man, but like less.
Right. Okay.
Right.
So is the suit alive here? Like I'm pretty much putting it down. It clings to its user, right? And it understands who his user is. But does this mean the suit's like alive in some way? Is that like implied?
It is implied. It's nebulous if it's actually alive. It seems to be kind of alive. Not in the sense of it has like, it's not sapient, but it's I would say there's some undulation, if you know what I mean.
Okay, I'm pretty much going down. All right, so he gets the suit.
So he gets the suit, and then he continues on Prophet's mission to cure the Manhattan virus and kill the Ceph. He meets up with Dr. Gould, and they devise some type of solution to stopping the Ceph bioweapon, which is the Manhattan virus. But to do that, they need alien DNA. So you go to a crashed Ceph ship and to grab some alien DNA. At which point, we also discover what the true purpose of the Manhattan virus is, because when the ship crashes, it releases a bunch of biomass onto the streets of New York. And the biomass turns out to be melted down human tissue. And so what the Manhattan virus is supposed to do is to break down living human tissue into biomass, which can then be repurposed for something. It's never explained past that. My guess is they use it in their machines for something. But that is the point of the virus.
Yeah, okay. So it's the virus intends to break down people to use them as yummy snacks.
Yes, essentially, yes.
I'm picking that up. Yeah,
they be munching. You managed to get the DNA, and what's up?
Okay.
No, it's just I was expecting it to be goofy as shit, and somehow it actually was genuinely horrifying. So good on the game.
Yeah.
Good on the game. Holy crap.
So they managed to get the DNA, the alien Ceph DNA, and the sample that you procure, I'm not totally clear on the details, but it gets put into the suit somehow, and it activates something called the Deep Layers Protocol, which essentially means the suit is activated in a way that is designed to merge Ceph and human DNA and repurpose it as a bioweapon against the Ceph. And that's the best I can figure it out. So that starts happening in the background of the whole game. And I'm skipping over a lot of the filler in the middle here, but essentially a lot of bullshit happens where you're fighting Cell, and then Cell captures you, and then you escape, and then you're fighting Ceph, and then all that good stuff. At some point, you are contacted over the radio by Jacob Hargreave. Now, Jacob Hargreave is important because he is one of the founders of Crysis Systems, if you recall from earlier, the guy who made the nanosuit. This is the guy who made the nanosuit. And he is tasking you with going to a bunch of these towers in the city that are spreading cell spores, called spore towers. But they're spreading more cell bioweapons through these spores. And you are supposed to go into the tower and use your repurposed cell DNA, Ceph DNA, to you use the spores to wipe out the Ceph, right? That's the plan. So you try this on one of the towers, doesn't work. He's like, fuck, all right, you need to come to me. I'm going to give you something called the Tunguska iteration, which is essentially, right? Are you familiar with the Tunguska event?
No.
Would you believe that I'm not familiar with the Tunguska event?
Are you really not? That feels like something you'd be interested in.
No, I don't know what the Tunguska... I'm going to give it a Google. Tunguska... Is this a historical event?
Yes, this is a real thing.
Oh,
yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay,
so it was a massive explosion in Tunguska, Russia, right? In real life, there's a giant, huge explosion. And in universe, this is explained as Jacob Hargreave and Carl Reich, another founder of Crysis, experimenting in the 1910s or whatever on a crashed Ceph ship. And apparently he took some sort of sample from that event, and he has it in liquid form, which he then injects into Alcatraz's suit. And he does this because he can't get Alcatraz out of the suit, because he built the Nanosuit 2.0, Jacob Hargreave that is. He built it for himself, because he is currently an old man floating in a tube, because he's trying to extend his life longer. He's essentially Dr. House from Fallout, but in the Crysis universe, if you will. I know Dom probably doesn't know that reference.
Down. Yeah, he won't get it. I'm
thinking of Dr. House, probably the other Dr. House.
Yeah.
It's also probably because his name is Mr. House, not Dr. House in the games.
That might help.
The point is, he is extending his life by being in a tube, and he was going to use the nanosuit to be like the Messiah who saves people from the Ceph, but he can't do that because the suit is bonded to Alcatraz. So he gives him the Tunguska iteration, which allows the suit to use Ceph spores, repurpose them into bioweapons against the Ceph. So bioweapons for us are turned into bioweapons against them.
Nice.
A bunch of other bullshit happens where we nuke the guy in a tube, and then we begin the final kind of push to the major Ceph Spore Tower in Central Park. And when you get up there, you go into it and you rise to the tower and you release all these spores and they infect the Ceph, and all the Ceph in New York drop dead. They die. And the most important thing to note here is that, one, the suit is an effective weapon against the Ceph. It interfaces with their technology and it can rewrite it. Nice. Very important for Crysis 3. Also important is something about the suit itself. The suit itself, as I stated, is symbiotic, meaning it kind of gathers your personality as you wear it. And since it's linked to one person, it will kind of restore a backup of that person to the other person in the suit. So what this means, essentially, in case study, is that the suit was linked to Prophet. So it created a mental backup of Prophet. And at the end of the game, it finishes the process of restoring that backup to Alcatraz's body. So for all intents and purposes, Prophet is back. Prophet is back in action. He has a new body. He has a presumably Mexican body, so that's going to be a change for him.
But might notice that in the shower.
You might. It's possible. But that is the end of Crysis 2, right? So that whole journey, I skipped a lot of shit that didn't matter. But that is, in essence, Crysis 2.
Beautiful.
Now, the next game, Crysis 3, unless there's anything anyone wants to, yell at me about, I'm going to move on to...
Anything to add, Jake? Dominic?
I'm following as best I can. That's the only thing I have to add.
That's great.
I am following, I think.
That's fine. You don't need to understand. You just need to listen. Now,
I am listening. Yeah.
Yes.
I'm listening, but what's getting me here is that Crysis 2 hurt you so much. You spent the next 6 months playing all of the games and then making a whole documentary about it, and that is still not enough. You still have to talk about it on the podcast. This game really hurt you, man.
Listen, I made a promise that I was going to play all the games. I played all the games. I'm reporting on my progress. That's what. Listen, all right. Listen.
Yeah, that's no judgment, man. You do you, man. I'm loving it. I'm loving every second of this.
Anyway,
do you, man? No, wait. What one thing that I need to be clear on?
Okay. Yes. Please.
So, Alcatraz.
Yes.
Alive. Prophet. Alive. The previous protagonist is dead because his face got blown off by a rocket launcher. Correct?
So Nomad, the previous protagonist, is presumed dead because of the comics, but we don't know if the comic is fully canon. So we don't know if that part is canon. So presumed dead. Prophet is technically alive via transference of consciousness. Alcatraz is dead. It's just his body.
Oh, he died.
He's gone. Alcatraz is gone. It's just his body with Prophet at the helm, if you know what I'm saying.
Right.
His body fucking killed him?
Kind of just wiped him. Yeah. Alcatraz is gone.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just his body.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
And the old Dr. House guy who had a
Jacob Hargreave,
for the suit.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Also dead.
Got his whole shit got blown up. Yeah. He's
gotcha. Old man with the unfortunate name Gould. Alive?
Gould is alive. He worked with Alcatraz to secure a cure. And he is not mentioned again in the rest of the series, but he is alive. He's gross.
Okay, gotcha. I just wanted to be clear on that. Unfortunately, yes. I honestly, the less amount of time he spends alive, the better. With a name like Nathan Gould, but that's neither here nor there.
The way the suit says it is so funny because it says it so much without the game. It's like, find Nathan Gould. It's so good. But unless there's any other questions, I'm gonna move quickly through Crysis 3 because Crysis 2 is the longest of the games.
Please move on.
I'm going as fast as I can for you, Don. I promise. I'm going as fast as I can.
No, you're doing it well.
I know I'm the only one who gives a shit about this. I understand that. I'm working with it. I'm working with it. Crysis 3 takes place about 20 years into the future from Crysis 2. And so there's a couple things that happen in the interim that we need to talk about. Firstly, from some data entries in Crysis 3, we can determine that I was fucking right. I was right that nuking the goddamn Ceph in Crysis 1 was a stupid idea because, as I posited in that crash out, I believe, the nuke releases a bunch of energy, right? And in that game, all the Ceph do is gather energy and also kill you, but they gather energy. And the reason they are gathering energy is because they are something known as Stage 1 Ceph. The Ceph operate in 3 stages of systems. The first is kind of the robot pre-attack phase, where they are gathering energy to make a hive mind leader that organizes them so they can effectively fight a local civilization. This is called the Alpha Ceph. So their whole job is to get energy to build that. Stage 2 is when they have that built and they can make specialized units to fight on a specific planet. Stage 3 is when they get enough energy to open a wormhole to their home world and bring in like actual pure Ceph forms. And so we in Crysis 1, by nuking them, gave them the energy to move to step 2. They created the Alpha Ceph, which is really fucking bad. And I'm so glad I was right about that stupid fucking thing. It's so stupid. They shouldn't have done it. Fucking god damn it. They did it anyway. And so I was vindicated about that. Now,
these motherfuckers, they want to be the Flood so bad.
They do.
Like, somebody puts so much thought into these lame-ass aliens. It's crazy. They're like, oh, how about this piece of lore? We got Alpha Ceph. We got Beta Ceph. We got stage 4 cancer Ceph.
Yeah.
It is a bit hitting me with all these terms here. And I just keep thinking Alpha. It's Alpha and Omega. It's Beta. That
is actually the exact plot point of Crysis 3. So I'm glad you're on that mindset.
God,
Alpha and Omega?
Yeah, that was a joke. Don't worry about it.
Okay, I took that seriously for a second. I was like, damn, okay. Well,
so after
they really switched up, didn't they?
So after Crysis 2, the Alpha Ceph begins to give Prophet visions of the end of the world, and Prophet assembles a team of nanosuit task force, a nanosuit task force, and they go out to try and hunt down the Alpha Ceph. They don't find anything, but what does happen is Prophet gets captured and put into like cryo sleep for like 20 years. And in this time, Psycho, one of the members from Raptor Squad from the first game and the protagonist of Crysis Warhead, is also captured, and he is physically skinned out of his nanosuit, which is an incredibly painful process. It cuts him out of the nanosuit, and it leaves him like permanently kind of hobbled, right?
God. Right.
Also during this time, Cell, the private military company from Crysis 2, claims that, stopping the Ceph in Manhattan was them, and that gave them a whole bunch of power and clout in DC, which then allowed them to somehow capture the Alpha Ceph, which Prophet couldn't do, but that's neither here nor there. They capture it and they use it as an energy source, and they use that to create an energy monopoly over the whole planet. Essentially, they say, hey, we got good energy. You're going to buy it off us. Oh, you're in debt now? Well, now you're going into our work camps. Get fucked. Get scammed, loser. And they build a giant...
They're pulling a modern-day Russia move there.
Yes.
Yes. A little bit.
Yes.
Okay.
And so they...
Oh, my God.
So they build a giant nano dome over New York, because that's where the Alpha Ceph is. And just before the events of Crysis 3, a resistance led by Psycho and his toxic psycho girlfriend break Prophet out of cryosleep, and then the events of Crysis 3 begin. Now, Crysis 3 is a very short game, so I only have a few bullet points, and I will get through this as quickly as possible. I promise, Dom. We're almost at the end is in sight.
No worries, man. Take your time.
The first thing Prophet wants to do as soon as he gets out is he wants to hunt down the Alpha Ceph, but the Resistance is like, no, man, we gotta stick it to Cell. We gotta destroy their power source, man. And so Prophet's like, fine, fuck it, I'll do it, and then I'm going after this Alpha Ceph. I swear to God, I promise you that. He takes out the power source, or tries. He fails, but he fails because the power source is, again, the Alpha Ceph. The Alpha Ceph gets out, gets released, and immediately opens a wormhole to the Ceph homeworld. Immediately, first thing it does. He did not know that it was the power source. They didn't know it until they released it.
But that's bullshit.
Yeah.
But okay.
And so once the Alpha Ceph
big ol' womp womp there.
Yeah, it's very unfortunate. Once the Alpha Ceph is released and the wormhole is opening, the Ceph that are in Manhattan, still under Manhattan, because there's a giant Ceph ship under there, because fucking course there is. They rise out of the earth and start attacking everything. You know, another Ceph invasion essentially starts.
Here we go.
And it's at this point that I should talk about gameplay, because that is something I want to talk about, and I completely forgot until now. The gameplay is essentially, for Crysis 3, it's essentially the same as Crysis 2, just a little bit more shit. Like, if you imagine Crysis 2's gameplay as, like, an 8, like 7 or 8, I want you to imagine... Oh no. I want you to imagine Crysis 3 as, like, a 6 or a 7.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah,
So they take, like, just,
right.
it's like the controls were good in 2, and then they slightly shitified them. I don't know how it happened, but it did. And then the only other major change is they gave you a bow that you can shoot while cloaked. So stealth is pretty good in this game. And that's the only major difference. Everything else is just like Crysis 2.
You can be stealthy against these fucking interdimensional...
Well, you're also fighting the human guys.
Cell. Yeah, I forgot that.
That's
mainly
mainly
you always
who
gotta have
Cell's
that human element.
You gotta.
Fucking Christ.
You gotta. But the Ceph are out, right? They're wreaking havoc across the globe. And this causes Cell to activate the Red Star Rising Protocol. Now, you may be asking, what is the Red Star Rising Protocol, Jacob? Well, I'll be happy to tell you. It is when you take a giant satellite in orbit. You feed it as much energy as possible. And you send that energy down, Hammer of Dawn style, upon your foes. Right?
I love it. It's just like, all right, big ass satellite. Yeah. Here we go.
The issue with this plan, right? It's a great plan.
Yeah.
However, if you use, for whatever bullshit reason, if you use this weapon against the Alpha Ceph, it's going to trigger a chain reaction that blows up the planet. So they can't use it. So Prophet has to stop it.
Naturally, obviously, I should have known that.
Yeah, one should have. I mean, it was so obvious. The signs were there.
It was foretold in the prophecy.
Yeah, it was like,
yes.
I have one problem, right? Like, because first of all, right, let's just acknowledge, you don't call something the Red Star Project and it not have apocalyptic implications. Red Star Rising.
Yeah.
Red Star Rising. What the fuck? And it not have apocalyptic implications. Here's the other thing, though. Again, haven't they learned anything from the nuke? Couldn't they just fucking absorb that energy?
No, they seem to have stopped doing that since Crysis 1. Seem to be that doesn't. I don't think that's a thing they do after stage 1. But anyways, they have to make their way. I swear to God, I'm gonna steamroll through this.
Okay.
The satellite's called Archangel, so they have to make their way to the Archangel control room, right?
Gotcha.
And they managed to shut it down, but in the time it took to do that, the wormhole has widened significantly. In fact, it's widened so much that maybe a Ceph warship could sneak its way through there into Earth. And so now, after this, right, Prophet needs to take the fight to the Alpha Ceph and shut off that beam and destroy that warship, because then otherwise we're going to get the Stage 3 Ceph, and nobody wants the Stage 3 Ceph. So Prophet goes to the Alpha Ceph. It's like under Manhattan, and the entire time he's like tormented by the sounds of his dead teammates from Crysis 1, and he's getting visions of how the world's going to end. And he fights the Alpha Ceph, and actually in gameplay, it's a pretty cool boss battle. It's a giant like worm coiled around the wormhole device. It's pretty nifty.
Okay.
And it's a long battle. It's fun. And in the end, you get like a quick time event to shoot the Alpha Ceph with an explosive arrow, and you kill it.
Nice.
But for inexplicable reasons, the wormhole beam suddenly just enables gravity as soon as you kill the Alpha Ceph. So Prophet gets sucked up that beam towards the wormhole, right? And he gets sent out into outer space. And from there, he can't shut the beam off because the beam's still going. The killing the Alpha Ceph didn't shut off the beam for whatever stupid fucking reason. But you can see that the Ceph warship is like peeking through the wormhole. It's like, it's coming. And Prophet's like, oh no, I've lost. There's nothing I can do. But then he has like an anime moment where he's like, no, I am the soldier I choose to be. And he makes his way through a bunch of debris in space to Archangel, the big satellite from earlier, right? and he points it at the Ceph ship.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
And
you gotta be kidding me.
He slams the big red fuck you button, and he obliterates the Ceph warship in the wormhole. And it closes the wormhole.
Oh, thank God. Okay. All right.
So the Ceph...
I thought he was going to nuke the planet.
No, that would be funny, but no. He destroys the wormhole, destroys the Alpha Ceph. So the Ceph are not a thing on Earth anymore, in theory, unless they make a Crysis War. But as of right now, they're not doing that. So Ceph are defeated. And after Prophet defeats the Ceph, he falls down to Earth, and he lands once again in the Lingshan Islands, where he wakes up after a coma, a fall-induced coma. He's asleep for like probably weeks. And he wakes up, and he stares at the sunset, and the nanosuit has completed its symbiotic link, and the outer shell of it, so like the suit portion of it, has like formed, it's morphed into his body.
Ew.
It's like, it's replicating his body?
What it sounds like is that it's a Mexican man wearing the skin of another man that already had wiped his mind in some way. Jesus Christ. Why doesn't it just fuck off? Why doesn't it just pee?
I don't know. Because it's symbiotically bound to him, right? So it's bound to Prophet, and so the suit recreated its outer layer as his original skin. So he's like he's post-human, the game calls it.
He's
and
post-human.
Then he looks out into the sunset over Lingshan, and he walks off camera, and he delivers a shitty one-liner, and then the game ends, and that's the end of Crysis, and that's it.
What's the one-liner?
So he has a tagline in Crysis 2, and he's like, "They call me Prophet," and that's it. And so in Crysis 3, he says, "They called me Prophet," because he's done. He beat the Ceph.
That is actually quite bad. I did not expect that to be that shit.
In the game, it actually is kind of cool, but it's...
Is it Prophet as in, is it Prophet as in, like, Elijah the Prophet, or is it Prophet as in, I'm gonna make money?
Elijah.
Oh, yeah, see, I never...
Elijah.
In which direction is Elijah? I always thought it was the money one. So
no.
I thought it was the money one, too.
No.
I didn't think it was a bit odd. I was like, are you gonna really? I mean, I guess that's your goal here, is the Prophet. But I wouldn't. It's a little like when they put down, the.
That does make the one-liner significantly less.
It's a little like naming a Taco Bell cheap shit for the digestive tract. It's like, well, maybe you shouldn't name it that. I mean, I know it's what you do, but.
Yeah. But anyways.
Okay, so that was Crysis 2 and Crysis 3.
That's Crysis 2, 3, the interim, and Warhead, and that is all Crysis. That is everything Crysis. You will never have to hear me talk about this game again.
Do you know about the board game?
Oh, are you serious?
A little bit. The Wikipedia says it doesn't exist, but I see some images of it online, so I think it does exist.
Oh no!
There was a Crysis. I'm gonna just.
Oh no!
This is payback for like the past hour. Here's something else to add to your hyperfixation here.
Oh God!
There's a board game out there of Crysis.
Oh, the Crysis analog board game! Look at it.
I'm unsure if this is a mock-up or if this is a finalized product.
It kind of reeks of like a prototype, but I don't know.
It does. I hope it's. I hope it's good.
I love the early 2000s so much because you had companies that were just going all into stupid shit. And it was glorious. Yeah. It was glorious.
It was.
So with this all taken care of, have you closed the loop? Have you healed your childhood trauma, Jacob Reedick?
I wouldn't say it's healed, it's getting there. But can I tell you the tragic irony of this whole experience?
I love some good tragic irony. Inundate me.
Of all the games, right? Of all the ones I played, Crysis 1 is still my favorite.
Oh my God! Wait.
It's so shit. It's bad. It's
so bad. It's good. It's formed an emotional attachment now that I can't shake.
Like, oh my God! Right. It's fucking Crysis, Tim. It's fucking exosuited him. Jesus fucking Christ!
Of Like of all the games,
hope is lost.
Of all the games, Crysis 2 is objectively the best, right? Crysis 3 is kind of mid. Crysis 1 is definitely the worst. Crysis 2 is great, but I like Crysis 1. I know it caused me so much pain and so much hurt, but it's like a toxic lover, right? You know, it's like I remember the good times.
It's Stockholm syndrome.
It's Stockholm syndrome. I wonder if it's an appropriate use for this new button that I found.
I want to see this sex.
Okay.
Okay, that's a pretty good one. Where are these buttons, by the way? I don't know where these buttons are. I keep meaning to use them, but
so if you hover, you should find a megaphone type emblem.
Yeah.
Click it, and then under Collective Stupidity, we have a bunch of different ones. We have the Robert button.
Retard.
I found it. All right, there we go.
Now you can join us.
Most of these are me.
Yes.
Most of these are you.
All of them are you, except for that one.
I'd be bejorking it.
Yeah,
that's different. That's different. That's Swedish.
Oh, synchronized! I love that.
I want to see this sex.
Anyways, that's Crysis. I will never talk about this game again. I promise.
Okay.
We can talk about anything else.
Remaster it. Until they remaster it.
Until they remaster the remasters or do a Crysis 4, I will never speak of it again. I promise. I'm sorry, Dom.
Oh, until I find a board game in a mail or two.
That too.
Oh,
that too. I would actually play this if you somehow got it to me. But yes.
Currently, I am in the midst of manifesting a new Crysis game. It's going to go right on my vision board. And that's
great. Excellent.
That'll be awesome.
Sam, do you have anything?
I do.
Do you, more importantly, do you have the follow-up that you promised us?
I do have the follow-up.
Which follow-up is this?
The one
from
the one where you want to see the sex. Like he promised us a PowerPoint, and you said if you didn't have it today, we would just forget it entirely.
I want to see, the sex, the object.
The object.
Show me this.
Show me the money.
Show you the money. Okay. So I should specify, and I didn't do a PowerPoint because I'll be fully transparent here. Wrestling is very cool, but it is also very gay. No, there's probably a better way to say that.
No, it's true. No, you said it. You said it.
Yeah, no.
I mean, hey, he's right.
It's very underwhelming. Let's put it this way. See, I did the extensive research on the event, and it's funny. I was reading through it. I was like, oh wow. Because let me tell you what happened. They had an extensive foreplay session on the stage, live, and then lo and behold, Ric Flair shows up and interrupts the entire thing. He calls Edge a disgrace. Edge attacks Ric Flair, who's a semi-old man, by the way, and suplexes him through a table. John Cena shows up and saves Ric Flair. Listen, these things are amazing. If you know who the fuck Ric Flair is. It means absolutely nothing to people who were excited about live sex on television. It's just more wrestling shit. It was I will tell you that.
I mean, I figured it was a bait and switch to begin with. It's wrestling. I don't know. I mean, the wrestlers are pretty weird, but there's also standards of television you have to adhere to. And I'm pretty sure you can't actually have people have sex live on a stage. That sounds frowned upon.
It definitely, but like anything interesting rather than, it got interrupted by another wrestler who just called it a sham. But, I got some interesting bullet points, and this is why I didn't turn it into a PowerPoint, because there's like literally nothing to share. I gave you all the interesting bits, a couple PowerPoints on some details that I missed about the event. The live sex, air quotes, celebration segment earned a Raw a 5.2 rating, which was like the highest Raw had ever gotten in over a year. So that was like a pretty big deal. And what else? Oh, it's funny, Lita. So the cheating woman who was engaged in these illicit acts with Edge, the wrestler. In 2021, apparently she came out and she said she was uncomfortable with the segment, but WWE threatened to fire her if she didn't do it. So that was pleasant to learn. If she's to be believed,
checks out
at all. Checks out. So there's that. And it's funny, as I was like reading through, looking for anything to share. It was I just discovered how shitty this whole thing was for pretty much everybody except Edge, the wrestler. Because like the other guy, I mean, we don't have to get into more detail about how Matt got shafted. He lost his girl, and then he practically like was demoted.
He lost his dignity.
He lost his dignity. He lost everything. He lost everything. His hair. He lost his hair. No, that's Kurt Angle. You're thinking of Kurt Angle.
Oh shit, it's the wrong different guy.
Oh, yeah, that's the wrong fella. That's the wrong fella.
Same issue though, right? But, Edge got his career launched, and, Lita had this problem where she was like just being relentlessly attacked by fans. Like they hated her fucking guts. Hated her. And this could have been okay if she had even a monochrome of the success that Edge did. But she didn't. She didn't go on to be like one of the greatest villains in the women's division. She was stuck wrestling for shitty belts in garbage storylines. And she was still getting dogpiled by fans, and she still is kind of to this day. It's eased up a little bit, but more or less, I mean, she was forced into early retirement because of all of this. So the storyline benefited no one except Edge, and us, I guess, since we got to.
I would say I feel benefited.
Watch it. Yeah, we learned about it. But that was it. I mean, she hated it. It just did not fucking work out. It was entertaining as fuck. But, there you go. I mean, they call Vince McMahon, what do they call him? I don't want to call him a genius.
I mean, an abuser is how I would describe him, but,
Yeah, he's a genius abuser. He abused everybody he could at any point. At any chance he could get, he abused people. And he made money. So, I mean, on that note, I'm opening the floor to questions. Because like I said, it's just more wrestling. It's very interesting, but yeah.
Okay, here's a question I have.
Yeah, please.
Why do you enjoy this? What I don't understand the appeal. So that came out like really degrading. Let me rephrase that because that sounded terrible.
I have a question. Why do you like this shit?
You have been in quite a mood today, haven't you? First, it's like, I don't give a shit about Crysis, hurry the fuck up. And then, why do you care? Why do you care about this dog shit sport? What is wrong with you?
So let me rephrase that.
Yeah.
The nicer. I like that you enjoy this. I think it's amazing that you enjoy this, but I don't understand the appeal in the way that you do. When I wish to understand the appeal.
Gotcha. Okay, so
does that make sense?
Oh yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Let's put it this way, right?
So imagine that, but this less degrading, because that was like very asshole of me. I did not mean that to come out.
No, I mean it's a fair question. I did not take it that way at all. You were well within your rights, but I appreciate the attempt to soften the blow from the infamous. From the infamous, I mean this with love. Anyway, to answer your question, when I was a young child, right? So imagine you have the UFC, right? You got a combat sport. Everybody's talking about it. And you're watching the UFC, and then suddenly, the announcers tell you that there's a group of vampires who are going to be entering.
Go on, Dylan.
there's a group of vampires that are going to interrupt this wonderful match and attack both of the boxers and beat them with a steel chair within an inch of their life. They're gonna laugh. They're gonna show their fangs a little bit. Cool music is gonna play. People are gonna be bleeding, and the vampires they leave. They fuck off. You're like, what? You're not gonna drink anyone's blood or anything? Are those even real vampires? This was like my experience as a small child. It was because if you have to remember, I'm old. So
I mean, I really appreciate the vulnerability and honesty, but I still don't follow. So you were attacked by a vampire as a child.
No,
he's drawn to the spectacle. It's a spectacle sport.
I see.
It's a spectacle sport. Yeah. See, it's like because when you're a kid, it's a little bit different now, and this is part of the reason why wrestling is not really as enjoyable as it was back then, and why people make up for it by bashing each other with barbed wire bats. But that's neither here or there. There was a kind of rule called kayfabe, which is as a fan and as somebody who works the industry, you are never supposed to say, admit, or even hint at wrestling being fake. So, as a kid, when someone tells you that vampires are going to fucking attack your favorite wrestler,
right. I see what you mean.
Assume that it's basically real. It's basic. It's a spectacle sport. It's melodrama that pretends to be UFC, but if done in like it pretends to be a mixed martial arts sport, like a genuine mixed martial arts sport. But every once in a while, there will be a flash of inspiration, and the melodrama will just hit just right to where it somehow, very briefly, unfolds into something more. The greatest bit of television you will ever see. It's not there for a full match. It's not there for a full episode or anything like that. It's like literally just a scene where it is the greatest thing you've ever seen in your life. And then you go back to mediocrity. You're chasing the high of melodrama unfolding and your reality, the illusion of your reality being more interesting than you initially thought. That's basically what it is. It's a game. It's a game not just for wrestlers but also the audience itself. It's very different from like watching a television show, right? You know a television show is fake. You're watching it for entertainment.
Yes, of course.
But
no, I follow. I'm pretty much putting it down. I think I understand. It's much like theater in that sense.
Yes.
Very similar to theater.
Theater that you kind of partake in, right? I know we were just talking about how fucking horrible it is, but like, where else would someone cheating on their significant other lead to the greatest humiliation ritual of all time?
Very true. Very true.
I mean, these things, I don't know. So what I would have to do at some point is I would have to actually walk you through some of my favorite wrestling feuds. And then if I can't make you a believer, then I'll just take the L, and I guess I'm a freak. That's fine.
It's okay.
That's my answer.
Like I don't judge, man. Everyone's into like the thing. Everyone's got hobbies. I get it.
And also, very important to note, he also just likes watching big hot men wrestle each other. That's a very important part of the equation that we must address.
That is a very important part of the
element of this puzzle that must be pieced into place. Yes.
Yes, that is true, but that's neither here nor there. Again,
I hope this doesn't awaken something in me.
Right.
Wrestling. That's fine. Hey, let me just tell you. Once you start, you don't stop. We'll put it that way.
Yeah.
Don't put it that way. What does that mean?
You'll find out.
All right.
You'll find out.
Oh, that's concerning. All right. Well, I thank you for the follow up, Sam, with the biggest air quotes I could possibly award. Appreciate that.
No follow up. I apologize to my viewers. Honestly, I had no business dragging this out for 3 weeks.
3 is generous.
That's on me. I'm dragging this out for 5.
I mean, like, I don't know, Sam. I'm a little disappointed. I was hoping for like a live reenactment, to be honest.
Listen, he wanted to see the sex, Sam.
I know.
You've let him down.
I mean, had I actually scored my date, maybe. But at the time it just wasn't.
Right. Okay.
The timing just didn't.
Yeah. Right, but,
how do you propose that? Hey, it's lovely to meet you, Samuel Robinson here. Hey, have you heard of? Do you know what a podcast is? Yeah, it's an audio medium. Yeah. Now, let me. Did you know I'm a podcaster? Yeah, it's cool, man. Yeah, I love it. It's great.
Step into my ring, dear.
Yeah, I know we just met. I got a kind of a crazy idea. I got a kind of a wacky idea. You see, you see that wrestling ring over there? Well, it's like I have this podcast, but how do you get to that? How do you do that to a woman? How do you do that to a woman or a man?
Well,
how do you do that to a man?
It's a lot of steps there, Sam. I don't really know if you're thinking through.
There are a lot of steps.
If you get through these steps and she still says yes, I think you found a winner.
It's more than likely. But you see, here's the trick, right? The issue with dating is that you can't date women who share none of your interests.
Here's the thing with dating. You can't date women. You gotta go for men.
No,
like that. So, no, I do agree with you. You gotta find people who have interests that you share as well.
Generally speaking, I think a lot. I haven't tried it yet, but I'm imagining that such a thing could have been achieved if I went on a date with just someone who's more of a pervert than I am. That's my game plan.
Good fucking luck finding that person.
I love your life goals, Sam. I love your life goals. I'm looking for someone who's more of a pervert than I am. I love your life goals, Sam.
God.
I never said that was a life goal.
He just can't help but put good things into my quote book.
It's so difficult for me to move on from this.
Okay, closing statement time. Sam, my lovely Sam. It's time. It's that time again.
Let's talk about following through on things, It's always a good idea to follow through. Well, it's not. I shouldn't say that. Damn. Life is complicated, and you really, really, really have to think hard about what you want in life. Jacob wanted to put Crysis to rest, and he followed through. I was harassing him about it for a bit, and I didn't think he was going to do it, but he did. He played through the entire Crysis series. He followed through on that. He took a massive risk, because on the off chance that the last 2 games were somehow much worse than the first, it would have been
devastating.
It would have been devastating. I was hoping for it deep down, but he followed through with it. He got to experience something truly wonderful. So good for him. He truly profited off of that.
Hey, reference.
If you catch my drift.
I caught the ref.
He caught the ref. Following through. I don't know. I like following through on my part. Just a whole lot of mess. I should have ended it day of. I wanted to do so much with it. I should have just done it.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about killing yourself. All right, yeah, go ahead.
Oh, wow, that too. but that's neither here nor there. No, fucking. Yeah. I wanted to make the whole Lita and Edge thing a PowerPoint from the beginning. I didn't have time because I didn't follow through on it. And I figured, hey, there'll be oodles of stuff to talk about next time. There wasn't. And all I did was end up wasting my time and these fine gentlemen's time with a story that they pretty much already got the gist of. But it was entertaining. So, you got to know what you want. You got to know what you want to do, and you got to follow through with it. Dominic, he
Yes.
Well, it's gonna be cut out anyway, so I don't even.
I wouldn't even bother. I wouldn't even bother.
Yeah, he follows through.
Because I have a closing statement, but if you don't want to bother with it, I won't.
No, we're not. That's not what we're talking about, buddy. We still want your closing statement. It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah,
It's
we want
okay.
your closing-
It's my mistake.
It's okay.
Well, on that note, Dominic, he follows through with everything that he does. Well, not everything.
That is so not true. That may be the most untrue thing you've ever said.
That might be
I like the sentiment, though. Yeah, that's fine. I commit to my bits. I definitely haven't gotten anything ever.
If there's anything you can take from this episode and the last episode where we talked about selling out to Israel, it's follow through, but don't commit to the bit. I know that seems contradictory. It isn't. I'm not going to explain how it isn't. You're an adult. Figure it out yourself. And that's my closing statement.
You're an adult. Figure it out. Great. All right. Fantastic. Thank you for that, Sam. That pearl of wisdom. Dominic. Dominic. Do me.
My closing statement is going to be a very, very, very brief bit, actually, because I kind of gave you a whole bunch of poo, but I found something very fun I want to show you.
It was about 30 minutes of unusable footage, but yeah, it was all right.
Yeah.
I enjoyed myself.
Here's another 5 minutes of stuff that is usable. We can have a little gander at something.
Fantastic.
You guys ever watch not Hell's Kitchen, Kitchen Nightmares with Gordon Ramsay?
Yes.
I love that's a great show. I love that show. The YouTube channel for that show puts up full episodes of the show.
Yes, I know this topic. I love this. Yes, I love them.
Oh
They're great. Yes.
These thumbnails are amazing.
Yes.
Dude, what?
I'm going to give some of these. Green burgers kill people.
Green burgers kill people.
Gordon Ramsay contemplates his life choices.
I love Gordon Ramsay on the bottom there.
Ramsay Kitchen Nightmares.
POV
compilation.
Gordon's going noir this week.
POV. You just forgot the lamb sauce.
This is the way to make bad food.
Yeah, Gordon Ramsay is Baby Yoda. Yeah, that's Gordon Ramsay as a lamb. Yeah.
So, this marketing is working on me so well.
And who is their person? Who is their thumbnail
Gordon
person?
executes Order 66 on his menu.
That's a really good one.
Oh my
Gordon
God.
gives up being a chef and takes up gardening instead.
Gordon runs a London Marathon dressed as Chef Mike.
Oh, that totally reminds me. Have you seen the fucking hidden features they have in some of these episodes, Tom?
No, I haven't.
So in some of these episodes, there is at the end. Jesus Christ.
Oh my God.
Just another perfectly normal thumbnail, and it's him stretched to high heaven.
Do you think he knows? Do you think he knows about this, Gordon?
I'm not sure if he knows about it or if he would have. Gordon is very mean to Anime Kitchen.
I watched that one.
Yeah. But at the end of these videos, they have title cards, right? At the end, so you can click on other things. Sometimes some of these videos, they have a title card that goes to an unlisted video. that it's some horror analog story about Chef Mike. And I don't know which video it is, but it's so
I don't know, but
fascinating.
You've piqued my interest. I really want to find it. It's an end card, right?
Yeah, it's you got to go a few seconds before the end. It'll pop up.
Oh God, there's a lot of.
Yeah, it's one of those, but it'll pop up
an
unlisted
there's a lot of
video.
Videos to sift through here.
I don't know if I don't know if we'll be able to find it for this, but it's there. It's fascinating. This channel is a case study in.
Gordon on his way to touch everything gross with his bare hands.
They turn him into Vishnu.
Look at it! Look at it! Look at this! Oh God!
Honestly, thumbnail guy is popping off with these.
I don't know who's doing the marketing for Hell's Kitchen, but you need to promote him because he's doing a good job.
Nightmares thumbnail guy needs 8 races. It's amazing.
Right. So closing statement. Right. If you listen to the sound of my voice, man who makes the thumbnails for Kitchen Nightmares.
God.
Send us an email because I want to give a little chat to you. I've got some ideas.
Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah.
That's my closing statement.
Oh, fantastic.
Love it. Thank you.
Oh my God, the lizard.
It's fucking raw? What? What? Yo,
Dominic, we can't keep doing this. Dominic, we need to stop. We need to turn. Why is he blue? Why is he blue? Why is he blue? Dominic, we need to turn back. We need to turn back. Dominic, we're in too deep. We're in too deep.
I'm gonna close. I'm closing.
We're in too deep. We need to back off. We need to back off.
Oh God.
Oh, all right. Anyways, my closing statement. It's an end of an era. Episode 50. No more Crysis. It's a big deal. Big deal for me. That was a giant sword looming over my head for years.
Sword of Damocles reference.
Sword of Damocles reference.
I'm gonna make sure Crysis makes a reappearance now.
That's oddly threatening from someone who was very upset with my Crysis bit.
I'm opening up the PowerPoint again.
Oh no. Anyways,
no more
Crysis,
details.
I'm done with Crysis. I'm very happy to be done with Crysis. Go watch the video essay. YouTube.com/Knights of the Game. It's on my personal channel. There'll be a link in the description because I'm a self-promoting little bitch. Other than that, interesting other game news. I played through the entire Uncharted franchise in about 8 days. Very good. Very good. No complaints other than the first games, their combat sucks, but other than that, very good. Yeah. How are you guys doing? You feeling good?
Believe it or not, yeah. I am. I'm kind of in free fall right now. I have no idea what I'm doing in my life, but I'm feeling great.
Right. Well, Sam is zooted off to high heavens. That's fine. That's normal. That's okay.
I didn't say that. I'm very sober, and I'm aching to fix that.
Oh, but, okay. My mistake. My rookie error. My bad.
Sam, it's not even noon yet.
That's a good point. It's not even noon.
So I just.
Why is your gain so high? What are you doing?
Oh, is this me?
Yeah.
I think I moved closer to the mic. Is that better?
That's better.
I moved
That's better. That's reasonable. Thank you.
Well, are you saying you don't like high gain? You don't like it when I
not this bit again!